This is Wembley Stadium, and in 24 hours it will host the Champions League final. You see, ever since I was a young kid, I've been in love with this competition.
And even though my beloved Chelsea had won it twice, I had never been to a final. Until PlayStation gave me a chance of a lifetime to attend this year's final between Borussia Dortmund and Real Madrid. But getting those tickets aren't going to be very easy.
Inside of these balls are extreme UCL challenges that I have to complete to get to the final. The first 3 that are picked out of the box are my missions, and I had 1 lifeline. But if I failed, the dream was over.
So let's see what challenge number 1 is. Meet a UCL winner in Paris.
Why have I got the hardest one to start with?
The second challenge is meet a UCL winning manager.
Bro, you're taking the
After receiving 2 of the hardest challenges, could my third and final challenge be a little bit easier?
Beat or match a UCL player in a game of 2-touch.
This video just got a whole lot more harder as all 3 challenges were going to be very difficult.
That's all 3 challenges done. Let's head over to Viper for challenge number 1 in Paris.
I need to go to Paris.
Challenge 1 begun in Paris. Now, PSG have never actually won the Champions League, but 3 players from their current squad had won the Champions League with another team. And of course, it was my mission to meet them.
We are literally outside the stadium, and as you guys know, we have one mission today.
We got this exclusive pitch side pass which allowed us to get in early.
Boys and girls. My mouth is not shutting, guys. This is insane.
My first attempt at meeting them was during the warm-ups, but unfortunately, I was a bit too far off. And with only a short amount of time to go before kickoff, I had to wait. I watched the game very close to the pitch,
like I'm part of the game,
hoping that I would get their attention once the final whistle had blown. And after an emphatic PSG victory, I was surprised when all of the players jumped over the barriers.
And one of my targets was literally right in front of me.
I lurked around and I waited for my opportunity, but to be honest, it just didn't seem like it was gonna happen today. Anyways, I started approaching the players, and to be honest, it wasn't the right ones. Until I found Keylor Navas, a serial Champions League winner with Real Madrid.
That was insane! That was crazy, bro!
Mission 2 was about to be a ton more harder because I had to meet a Champions League winning manager. Now, I can't lie, guys, I thought this mission was going to be impossible. I tapped into all my network and contacts to find the right people to make this happen. Until I got a call. I was invited to a secret training session with Manchester City. But it was super strict. I couldn't really film much or say much. You just really had to respect the surroundings, obviously. And once the training ended, I met a few of the City players, but when I saw Pep Guardiola, I knew that this was my only chance. All I had to do was approach him and take a picture with him.
There he was, a 3-time Champions League winner, Pep Guardiola. And that was my second challenge complete. For the third and final challenge, I landed at Burnley Football Club, where I was taking on Mike Tresser, who had played and even scored in the Champions League.
Can a TikToker beat a pro on a 2-touch? So I'll let you start. Yeah, long day.
Instantly, I knew what I was up against and I was trembling. But the second rally was a little bit better and I started to find my feet against a pro.
There you go.
Which led me to winning 1 point.
I got a point against a Premier League baller. Let's go.
But I think I got a little bit too confident and I gave away another point.
I did the same thing. Why am I passing it to myself for?
But I knew I had to lock in because if Mike scored 1 more point, he was going to beat me. But his concentration must have been off because I won another point.
I got you.
With the score tied at 2-2, it all came down to this. All I needed was 1 point to beat the pro and we started having a really good rally.
Yo, Burnley, sign me up one time.
Until I messed up. But thankfully for me, it wasn't over here yet. I still had 1 more lifeline that I hadn't used and it was time to activate it and do another football challenge.
We've got to do a 1-touch into the box. One of us is going to fizz it in, the other one's going to control right into the box.
And remember, all I had to do was equal Mike's score. Mike started brilliantly and he showed me exactly why he's a pro.
Ooh,
It's in,
that's in, I'll give it him, it's in. It's a good touch.
But then I started using a better spin on that ball.
Ooh, he's let it go out of his foot. That's a fizzler.
Nah.
the little bounce on it. That's what you got to do, boys. Put the pros off. They don't know about Sunday League.
His fourth attempt really brought him back into it, though.
Nice one, nice one, nice one. Oh, I'll give you that. That's a fairs.
And with Mike's final attempt, could he at least get a score of 3?
Ooh.
Ah.
Oh, just out. Fairs. 2 points to beat. I think I got this.
But what I didn't know was Mike was coming with some really good tactics.
He's right-footed, right?
Let's go.
But I had an answer for that.
Where's coach?
Roof kick.
Or did I?
Use your left.
That is a goal. I don't have a left foot, I'll be real.
Why?
I don't know, I don't train it enough.
You see, I found it.
Oh, you found my weakness.
You see, I
Say no
found
more.
it.
Oh!
And it was starting to look real bad for me because I only had 1 point.
That's in.
Yeah.
That's in.
No, it's in.
And there it was. This brought me right back into the game and confirmed my trip to London for the final. But the game wasn't over.
Because if I get this, I beat you. I might have to take number 31. If I get this in, I'm getting it. Nah, he played me though.
And it wasn't meant to be. But it didn't matter because we are going to London.
However, we had one more obstacle to get.
And this is where it all starts, at the secret location.
PlayStation invited me to their exclusive location 24 hours before kickoff, where they had set up numerous fun challenges for me to compete in, even one against a former Champions League superstar, Gareth Bale. And this would determine whether I would be going to Wembley Stadium to watch the Champions League final tomorrow.
Okay, so the first game is precision wall. I have to try hit all them lights within 30 seconds to complete challenge number 1. Let's go, I think I got that.
And here we go. The lights were on and it was ready for me to take on the precision challenge. Now, to be honest with you, I thought I had this game on locks for most part. I mean, look at me. I am flying through the game. All the lights are turning off and I'm like a prime Palo, getting it on target until this point. It went all left after here. I don't know what was happening. I couldn't find my feet. I got a little bit overconfident and then I started panicking. So I had to, pull the ball back one time and there's no rules for me not to pull it back. And I did. And with one shot, we got it off.
26 seconds. Might have cheated a little bit, but I think that counts. Can we get the main guy in? Does that count?
Just about.
Just
I'll
about.
give it to you. I'll give it to you.
All right, so the second challenge is a shot power challenge, and I will be trying to compete against Gareth Bale. Let's see what he got.
GB.
Oh my God. This is ridiculous.
215.
This was my final challenge, and to pass this, all I had to do is make sure I get a score of 200, which was the pro score. And obviously beating Bale would be a bonus.
All right, that might be quite hard to beat, but you know what? I'm gonna give it a go. What we got? There's no way. There is no way. I think it might genuinely be impossible to beat that score.
I stepped up one more time to at least make sure I get that pro score.
Oh! Oh! 200!
I was shell-shocked. We are going to Wembley.
And we have landed outside Wembley Stadium. I can't wait anymore. Let's get inside.
Oh, it is time to go into the PlayStation Lounge. Let's go.
PlayStation Lounge was incredible. We got welcomed with some absolutely fantastic mocktails. And the lounge was filled with so many fun games and aesthetics, including some signed shirts. The food was absolutely incredible. And I had not only 1, not 2, but 3 servings. But now it was time for the reason that we came all the way here. After years of waiting and being such a big football fan, my dream of watching the UEFA Champions League live in action was about to come true. The fans were ready and I was ready, and it was time for the final. Was incredible, but as we all know, it was Real Madrid who pulled through with an emphatic 2-0 victory.
Real Madrid are champions of Europe for the 15th time. They are undoubtedly the greatest European club in history. Madrid!